Before this year runs out, I'm going to become one of the best professional video editors the world has ever seen. And this is my journey. I'm going to be honest. Initially, this started out as me urgently needing to learn a skill so I could create another source of income for myself. Because what I was being paid was not enough to scratch the surface to create the reality I wanted for myself. I might go into details later, but at first it started out as different things, from UGC to content creation, and then I finally settled for video editing. These transitions made me feel like I lacked the focus and the patience to learn and hone a skill. But eventually, I chose editing because I genuinely enjoy the craft, and I've seen other creators make big bucks off of it. So I'm going to try and do the same for myself. So I finally loosed my hair and I'm going to start wearing my wig from today. I really don't miss wearing that wig. I wish I could pleat my hair again, but back to my wig because I lost my hair on Saturday, and I think it's very unfortunate because I do not miss wearing this wig. But anyways, this is the fit for today. I hope I slayed. So I'm heading to work. Bye. I'm going to show you guys my process of editing today, so stay tuned. Now, when I got my first job in a big company with a big girl salary, I thought that was all I needed to succeed. But eventually, the painful reality of Nigeria's economy started to tell on my standard of living. And what was supposed to be a flex for me became my prison, in the sense that I was stuck working this 9 to 5 and it felt like I couldn't leave just because I needed to be able to afford basic amenities for myself. So even when it got to the point where I wanted to quit and I was tired of my 9 to 5, I just couldn't. So I started looking for ways to generate multiple streams of income for myself. And ironically, I literally have a video on my YouTube channel that talks about other different side hustles that you can start without leaving your 9 to 5, and that is what you're currently watching on the screen right now. And that is how I found video editing. It proves to be the best option for me because I just love creating. But of course, I was met with a lot of challenges along the way. And it's proven to be such a challenge for me because there's a lot of things that I lack that I know I feel like if I have it will propel me, I'll move to the next level, you understand? And and the game I'm talking about is like a standard laptop. You don't need any kind of laptop to edit. You need I'm talking 64 gig RAM, right? Yeah, 64 gig RAM, something that can carry Adobe, 64 gig RAM, 1 terabyte room of space, Core i7 and above. That is the kind. And this one I'm trusting God for it because spent this entire year of 2025 saving to get some of the gear that I need. But what I've saved cannot even scratch the surface.
So we don't have the capacity.
And you know what, to be specific, the amount I had ended up saving was just 200,000 naira at the end of the year. That is what I mean when I say I was miserable at my 9 to 5, I was literally going nowhere. And the laptop that I had mentioned that I was trying to buy is about 600, 700, probably more. I've not done my research just because I'm scared to enter into the market and start making my findings, but I know it's probably more than that. So it was so bad that I couldn't even use my 9 to 5 to get what I want, like I often say.
So I usually laugh at this idea that in our 9 to 5 you are being used, but sometimes we can be the one using our 9 to 5 because, like I said earlier, I'm using my job where I am to get to where I want to be. So everybody class. Anyway, so that idea that sometimes in our 9 to 5 are being used, so everybody should put their 9 to 5 and start work might not always be the case. It might be that That even at 9 to 5, you get to hear what you want. So that is also like a lesson.
Now looking back, it's so crazy to me how complacent and dependent I was on my salary, even with my 9 to 5, especially because of how insufficient my salary proved to be. And this is why we should always learn the difference between complacency and being content. You know, with being content, you always strive to do more, to get more, to achieve more.
Favor, you know how small my shampoo is, Abi? That very small, let it be very small. Yeah, go and take it from me.
So I'm at home right now. It's a Sunday and we did live service at home because this is the ending of our 70 days and I'm about to start editing. Actually, this is the phase where I start pitching to clients. I'm done with the editing. I'm done with building my portfolio. This is the phase where I want to start pitching out to clients. So I found a few on Threads and TikTok. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, I don't know if there's something I've been doing wrong, but I realized that so I don't know if it's me, there's something I'm doing wrong, but each time I apply I link up with potential client I want to work with, they don't get back to me, and I tell them that I want to do trial video for you, they don't leave. So if there's a different strategy that you can help me with, you know, to get clients, I go to YT Jobs, Threads, Twitter, everywhere. So if there's a strategy that you can help me with, please, I would appreciate your help. Say hi. Yeah, this is me.
I just cleared space so that you.
So I edited a video for one of the people I'm looking forward to working with, like a short form.
I need to tell you guys exactly why it is such an awful idea to be getting plastic surgery at such a young age. Sure, it doesn't seem like it'll do any harm after you've completely healed and you're enjoying your brand new face or body or teeth, but your skeleton is still growing.
I'm going to post the full video on my TikTok and then I'll link it on the YouTube. You can go, please watch it and tell me what you think about it. Is it good enough? Is it something that will compel her to like reach out back to me? You know, what other strategies do you use to get clients as a video editor? These I need to know. I don't believe in buying courses, or rather I don't buy the idea that you can't learn a skill or be good at it if you don't buy courses. Now, I don't have a problem with people that sell courses, but when they try to sell this idea that you can't make it without a course, that the secret ingredient to attaining mastery in a skill is by buying a course, and then they proceed to sell their own courses. I mean, their own benefit and interest is not even hidden in plain sight anymore. Anyways, I came up with a different strategy to succeed in this skill and without buying a course. But let me know if you need the names of the channels I watch in order to learn video editing. And to further prove my point, even the godfather of YouTube, Ali Abdal, who literally owns a YouTube part-time academy teaching people how to own a YouTube channel, literally said that everything he's teaching in his courses are repackaged information from the internet. And even after hearing this, some people are still not convinced that they can find whatever information it is they're looking for on that same internet for free. I even have a video on my TikTok account talking about how you can actually get this information for free on the internet, how you can even program your algorithm to feed you the content and the information that you want to see. Now, another reason I think buying courses might prove futile to your skill learning, to your skill development, is because, especially when it comes to video editing, 80% of it relies on your creativity, while 20% is really just the skill. I said in my previous vlog that all you need to do is come up with whatever kind of video it is you want to do in your head. Once that video is put together in your head, all you need to do is bring it to life. And even if you don't know how to bring it to life, you can just go to YouTube, you know, or TikTok and search how to do so thing. So I still don't believe buying courses will prove effective to your career. What you lack is the discipline and the passion to back it up. The problem is when people say that they can't do without courses, is actually because they lack the discipline and the passion to back it up. It's because when they pay that money they paid is supposed to drive them to actually learn the skill. It's supposed to be something that pains them. And that is why I stand by my word that if you don't have the passion to learn a skill, it really doesn't matter. You are not going to go through with it. Have the passion, have the discipline, and there's literally nothing that is going to stop you from learning it, even without buying a course. A word is enough for the wise. Anyways, because Rome was not built in a day, my journey to becoming a professional video editor is going to take one step at a time. So obviously, this is not going to be the end of it. It is going to be a part 2, and I hope you follow me on that journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to log out now. Peace.